Hello?
Hello, how's it going?
Just?
Yes.
I can't help it. Hey, mate. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing great, how are you doing?
I'm very good. Well, I've got a sore throat. It's been a heavy weekend. But besides that, I'm okay. I'm good.
Well, that's great. Well, even with a sore throat, thank you very much for taking the time to do this interview.
Hey, hell yeah, mate. Of course. Hey, my pleasure. My pleasure, mate.
Oh, fantastic. Well,
Where are you calling from?
I'm actually calling from Minnesota in the United States.
Okay, you're in Minnesota. Okay, oh, how's everything there?
It's great. It's Halloween here, so it's a little bit of overcast with a lot of clouds, but it's very nice weather and everything, and it's a pretty good day so far.
Oh, fantastic. Good to hear. It's starting to get fucking cold over here now, man. Well, it's coming. It's not cold, but it's coming.
Oh yeah,
Hate it.
Yeah, it's definitely happening here too.
Yeah, but I mean, well, it will eventually be really cold, and I'm born in the wrong country, man.
Oh, me too. I'm definitely born in the wrong area of the United States, where snow hits here pretty quickly.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like that, but anyway.
Oh yeah, I'm sure not that many people want to hear about us discussing the weather, but thank you again for taking the time to do this interview, to be able to promote the brand new Pretty Maids album, Kingmaker, which comes out this Friday.
That's right. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, and to see the reaction, what people think about it. That's gonna be exciting.
Well, I can definitely say, as a fan, I definitely love where you guys are going with this album. I mean, it's just completely solid from start to finish.
Oh, thank you very much. I guess you've heard it then.
Oh, yes. I've been able to spin it a few times, especially once I found out an opportunity for an interview came around, and I just wanted to be as prepared as I could, being a fan and being able to enjoy the new album, and just like hearing all the great nuances that go along with it. Again? And it's just a completely solid Pretty Maids album.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. Well, we tried our best. And yeah, I mean, we would just do, I don't want to say business as usual, but pretty much, you know, that's how we write the songs. It's just, people have been asking, so what's different from this album from the previous ones that we've done, Motherland and Pandemonium. And I've said to all of them, and that's pretty much how it was, that nothing has changed, really. That's just the way we write songs, you know?
Yeah, and I definitely get that impression behind it, and I'm not sure what happened this time around, but it's when I'm listening to this album, it feels very inspired, which I really appreciate.
Sorry, man, you're dropping out. I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying that I'm not sure what it was about the new album, but I really find it to be very inspired from you guys. I mean, it definitely sounds like you were having fun making the album, and the songs came out much better because of that.
Yeah, well, we try to do our best to have fun, and also it's just, we had this feeling when the whole progress towards this album was very stressful, if I can say that, but we still had a lot of fun doing it. I mean, our keyboard left us just before we started recording and started writing, and so it was pretty much just me and Ronnie sitting there throwing ideas back and forth, and that's why also we have a hired hand as a keyboard player on the album. But I think the end result came out pretty good.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, there's so many different showcases of styles on this album that, of course, represent everything that Pretty Maids is all about. So many classic hard rockin' songs, so many great catchy popular songs, and mellow tracks as well. Just everything that I love about the band is represented on the new album.
Wow, thank you very much, man. Well, that makes me happy. I guess we've succeeded, at least for one guy. And that's enough. That'll do for me. But I'm very. But we've had a lot of great feedback. I mean, so far, and it's. I mean, everybody seems to really like the album. That makes me very, very happy, because that's also what it's all about. I mean, first of all, we actually do write songs that we like ourselves, first and foremost. And then we just cross our fingers and hope that everybody else will like it and enjoy it as well.
Was there any pressure this time around with that? Or is it just that so far along in the game where you can just feel comfortable with all the songs that you write?
Well, there would always be pressure when we do something, but nothing more than we've had earlier. So, and also we feel pretty comfortable ourselves with what we do. We've done this, me and Ronnie, for 36 years. We have a pretty good idea when we have something that we think this could be good, or we think it could be good. So, I mean, we actually feel pretty comfortable with what we're doing. Of course, you cannot be completely sure until you hear the end result after the mixing and all that. But then when we write songs, we know, we have a feeling if it's something that we're going to stick to, and if we feel this is good. But we also know this is not good, and I think that's even more important. When you're writing and you have this, well, you know, forget about this. This doesn't work. But so when after so many years, we have built up that confidence in each other.
Yeah, and that's very important to have, and that's the great thing between you and Ronnie being able to have the band going as long as you have for all of this time, and being able to create such solid music in 2016 because of it.
Well, yeah, like I said, we've been together for many years. Fuck, man, I've been through 3 marriages and still been with Ronnie. So how it is. It's. I mean, I've spent more time with Ronnie than any wife or kids that I have. That's a bit scary thought, though. Sorry, excuse me.
That's quite all right.
But I mean, we're still having fun. We're still having fun, and it works pretty good. So, I mean, that of course. And since we still enjoy writing music and with each other, it's just a nice feeling. It's a good feeling.
Yeah, and again, it's just when people finally get the chance to be able to hear the new album on Friday, I think people will really be able to tell that it is still fun to be in this band after all this time.
It is. Absolutely.
Yeah, and again, I'm happy to see that too, because there are many bands that have the length of a legacy as you guys have had that are not putting out this quality of music at this stage in their career, and it's just awesome to see that the inspiration is still going, and I hope that inspiration is still going on already into the next album once this comes out.
Well, I would certainly hope so. I mean, right now, you never know, but because, I mean, right now, we don't have a record label. We haven't signed any new contract with anybody, but this was our last record on Frontiers. So time will tell if there's going to be a new album. I don't know yet. I mean, I would certainly hope so, but let's see if there's any labels out there, or if Frontiers is still want to, to do another contract with this band. I don't know yet, but right now we are without a label. It's going to be interesting to see as well.
But at least one good thing that comes with that is not having to worry so much about having to record the new album, since you have the new album out and some upcoming touring as well in February and March.
Well, we'll be touring pretty much the entire next year. We got a solid European touring going from the beginning of February up until mid-March, and then we're going to do a bunch of our own shows as well, because we'll be out with another band in Europe, Gotthard. And then we're going to have a whole bunch of other shows that we're going to do on ourselves. And then it'll be festival time starting already in May, So, I mean, we should be pretty solid touring the next year.
And I'm glad to see that too. And it's an amazing record to be able to have promotion for, to be able to do touring, because I imagine that these songs are going to sound amazing live.
Well, I hope so, man. I mean, I can't wait. We're going to start rehearsing them next week. Starting on Thursday, we have a release party here in Denmark where we're going to play at a hard rock club here, where it's going to be interesting to see how they sound. Also, now we got I'm kind of hoping that we could bring in maybe a little more guitar, so we can have 2 guitar players playing some of these songs, because that would be awesome.
Oh yeah, and that definitely helps fill out the sound live as well.
I think so, yeah, I think so.
And with being at this stage in the game and having so many amazing albums and being able to promote the new album, how hard is it to be able to come up with that list?
Oh man, that's a bitch. I'm sorry. That's going to be hard. I mean, we'll be going out on tour here in Europe. As far as I remember, we will only be allowed to play 1 hour, and that's going to be, let off. I mean, thank God we'll be doing so many shows that maybe we can change songs on every day. But that's gonna be hard.
Yeah,
because we have like 15, 16 albums to pick from, and there's at least 9 songs that we have to play. That's almost an hour. So and then there's songs we want to play. That's got to be a tough one.
Yeah, I imagine so. I mean, again, when you have the opportunity to do a full headlining set, it's hard to be able to go through the entire catalog and being able.
Still not enough time, is it?
Yeah.
There still won't be enough time, So this is gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
So is it still fun to play the songs that you know that you have to play?
Well, some more than others, Some songs it's going to be that I still enjoy playing. Some songs I'm going, come on, man. I wish it wasn't on the list. But, that's how it is. Some of the songs, imagine this. We played some of these songs since 84, 83, 85 at least 85. Back to back and Red Hot and Heavy and songs like that. We played since 85, man. That's many years ago, brother.
Oh, yeah, and I guess a great thing that really does come from that is people still wanting to hear those classic songs from all the way back then.
Yeah, they do. That's why it's going to be a problem when you have to make a set for 60 minutes. That's not going to be. Wow. But, hey, it's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. Unfortunately, that'll be Well, I'll be one of them. But I'm looking forward to go out and playing it, because it's pretty hard when there's so many songs that you have to play, but you're still out there to promote a new album, and there's a bunch of songs there that you would love to play. That's going to be a balance there that we have to. I'll bet you that's going to cause some arguments in the rehearsal room. I'm quite sure of that.
I can imagine.
I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will.
Yeah, because I can imagine that everyone in the band has their favorite songs that they want to play, the songs that they feel need to be a part of the set, and there's always got to be that compromise to make sure that you can get a good solid hour set when you got something like this going on.
Exactly. I mean, of course, we all have different tastes, and I mean, there's certain songs we all know that this one we must play, and then there's songs that each and every one of us individual would like to play for whatever reasons, But hey, somehow I'm sure we'll work it out, but we'll have to.
Oh, very much so. And of course, it's an amazing bill as well, being able to tour with Gotthard and Pretty Maids being a part of that. I mean, that just sounds like an amazing bill.
That should be fun. Man. Well, I hope it will be.
Yeah, I think it definitely will. I mean, I know it always is a bit of a struggle once the tour starts, but once you start getting about midway through to the end, then it starts to become more fun, as long as it's not too much of the extra problems with any vehicle issues or sound problems or anything like that.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, we've done this so many times before, and we feel pretty confident. So that's gonna work out okay, I'm sure.
Cool. So, of course, with fulfilling the contract with Frontiers and not showing where the band is going from album promotion right now, do you have any ideas yet for the next album, or is it just focusing on the new album and touring?
Well, right now it is actually just, I mean, all my focus is on this album now and for the tour, but I mean, every time I pick up the guitar here at home, and my mind is on the next project, and because, you write constantly, or just bring out small bits and pieces or small ideas here and there, and, it's so mentally, of course, I'm focused on this album, on this tour, but I'm also preparing myself for new songs.
Well, it's also great to be able to have the mindset for the new album. I mean, obviously to promote it and make sure the fans will enjoy it, but I know from being in a band myself, as soon as you get the new album out there, you're already thinking about the next album because you've been sitting on those songs for so long. Exactly.
What seems, fresh and new to everybody, for me, we recorded it in January, It's almost a year ago when the album comes out.
Yeah.
So, of course we are preparing. I'm already mentally in the next album as well, or a new album, if there will be one, I don't know, but I am.
Yeah, and again, it's great to see that inspiration is still going on there, because it shows that there is still life for the band.
Yeah, I mean, I have plenty of inspiration. I am still not burned out. Absolutely not. I'm up there rocking and ready, and I feel really good about it. I feel good about writing. I always loved writing music. So yeah, but like I said, at this point, we don't have a contract with any label, so I'm not really sure what will happen.
Oh, sure, but until then, it's like there's some amazing touring that's going to be going on next year, and I would imagine by the time that the summer festival circuit comes around that things might be a little more clear on what's going to be happening with the band.
Yeah, but I hope so. But I'm just waiting. Maybe some label would contact us and say, hey, listen, or maybe Frontiers will contact us and say, listen, should we work something out? And if nobody contacts us, maybe that means that that was it, and so be it. Then you never know. But I mean, I'll find it hard to believe with all the positive info that we have, all the feedback that we had so far. I couldn't see why we shouldn't get signed with another label.
Yeah,
or a label.
Yeah, and I definitely agree, especially with, again, the quality of music that is on the brand new album, which is coming out on Friday. I mean, just the fact that you're able to write such good, inspired music after all this time really shows that you know what you're doing this far in the game, and you'll be able to continue that.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I think we've done 3 albums in a row that are really good. I mean, Pandemonium, Motherland, and this one, and I think that they're good albums. I really do, all of them.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, it's hard to find a band that is able to do a 3-album streak like that, where the albums are just such amazing quality like that.
Oh, thanks, man. Thank you very much. Tell that to the labels. Maybe they'll listen to you. I don't know. But I mean, of course, I also know these days, this whole record industry is, it's not as it used to be, It's hard work, but still, there's albums coming out all the time. So, yeah. I can't see why not. We should be able to get a deal somewhere.
Yeah, I definitely think it'll happen. I mean, again, you know, just with the band being on this level, I just imagine that things are just going to keep rolling and going in the direction that it needs to go.
Well, I hope so. I certainly hope so. I really do. But you know, like I said, you never know. You know, as long as there's not a piece of paper with the signing on it, you don't know, do you?
That is a very valid point as well. But you know, it's just again with the touring happening next year in this summer festival circuits. I mean, just getting that name back out there in a live setting, I think will definitely draw the attention of labels, whether it is Frontiers again or a different label. I think just being able to get your name out there on such amazing tours and festival circuits will definitely help.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but I mean, I have no problem. I'm not in a hurry. So I can wait it out.
Oh yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, and
you know?
And until then, we got the brand new Pretty Maids album, Kingmaker, to be able to enjoy until that next album does come out.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you. And I hope you'll enjoy it.
Oh, absolutely. So, with it being near the end of the year, did you have a chance to check out any music that came out this year that you enjoy?
Well, normally I just try to keep myself pretty posted with I mean, I have a couple of bands that I follow, and I'm always up for listening for new bands and whatever comes out that I find interesting. Unfortunately, I think there's not enough interesting stuff coming out. Good bands, though, and still good songs here and there. I mean, I've always been a big fan of both 6 a.m. and Shinedown and, you know, bands like that. Always like that a lot. And the new album coming out with 6 a.m. as well this month, isn't there? So
oh, yes.
I'm looking forward to hear that.
Yeah, I mean, definitely here in America, we do have some very solid rock bands that are still going on this day, which is very great to see.
Yeah. And I like Five Finger Death Punch. I think they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very heavy.
Oh, yes. And that is the great thing about America is that there is a lot of diversity once you start looking around in the rock genres, whether it gets into that heavier side of like Five Finger Death Punch or the more melodic, poppier stuff that Shinedown has been exploring more on their new music.
Yeah, I mean, about Shinedown, the last album is a little more mixed, a little more soft than I was hoping for, but still some good songs there.
Oh, yeah, very much so.
Yeah, because, I mean, I was totally nuts about The Sound of Madness.
Yeah,
I love that album.
Yeah, that is a great album. That's definitely one of my
favorites.
That
is a killer album. I really love that.
Yeah, and, you know, it definitely shows that rock music still has its place, because it wasn't that long ago that came out, and, you know, rock music is always going to have its place there, despite what other people might say. There's always going to be people who want to get their instruments out there and play some great rock music.
Yeah, well, they've tried to kill rock and roll since I can remember, you know, and they always say, well, this is just a hip fashion thing. Yeah, right. But they've been proven wrong for the last 30 years or so, haven't they?
Yeah, exactly. And again,
which I think, nice, thank you.
Yeah, and again, you guys are proving it here with the new album, just showing that it doesn't matter how long that you've been in the game, that you can, as long as you're inspired and you know how to play, you can create some amazing music that people will be able to enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, if you enjoy playing, first of all, you have to enjoy it. It's not work. It still comes from pleasure, and because you enjoy playing your instrument and stuff like that, you know, it's not work for me. It's a hobby that I make a living out of, and I feel very privileged still to do that.
Yeah, it's not a lot of people, especially these days with the way the music industry is going, is able to say that they can make any kind of income on music, and it is a very great thing to see when people are able to keep creating new music, being able to go out and tour and be able to promote everything that they do.
Yeah, exactly. And also I think maybe that's why a lot of people tour a lot more. There's a lot more shows going on because that's where the money is these days, if there is any money. But there's more money in touring than in selling records.
And what's more fun for you when it comes to that? Doing those live shows, or is it in the studio writing music? What's more fun for you at this stage?
Well, it's you can't have one without the other, you know. I kind of like both. Sometimes I hate being in the studio and I'd rather go out live. And sometimes when you've been on the road for a month or two, you say, fuck, I wish we were in the studio. You know, so it's kind of... I enjoy both, Paul, because it's two different processes, but with the same. The interesting thing in the studio is that you create something, you build something, you have an idea about it, and then you can slightly hear it for every day when you add stuff to it. You can hear how it developed from what you started out thinking it would be like to something that was even better than you thought of. That is great, man. I think that's fantastic.
Oh, very much so. I mean, it's such a great feeling to be able to write music that you know is going to be able to connect with people, and you can be proud of it as well. And it's even better as well when you're able to perform those songs live and it still maintains that same power.
Yeah, exactly. Totally agree.
Awesome. Well, once again, thank you for taking the time to do this. As a longtime fan of the band, one of my first discoveries when it came into of the European rock and metal scenes. It's an honor to be able to talk to you and be able to promote the brand new album Kingmaker, which comes out this Friday. I think people are absolutely going to enjoy it. I know I do. It's going to be one of my favorite albums at the end of the year. And again, thank you for taking the time to do this interview.
Thank you very much, Josh. It's been my pleasure. It really has. And hope you're going to enjoy it as much as we've been enjoying making it. So, wow. Thank you, man.